There was a time when the whole world thought that rural India was a land of snakes and holy men with magical powers. Maybe it's time to reacquaint ourselves with the true identity of the rural side of our country. In his book, The Fortune of the Bottom of the Pyramid, C.K. Prahlad says, the future lies with those companies who see the poor as their customers. He claims 4 billion poor can be the engine of the next round of global trade and prosperity. India's 627,000 villages are spread over 3.2 million square kilometers. 700 million Indians live in rural areas, and finding them is not easy. For our study into rural markets and their consumer behavior patterns, we decided to look into the village of Kabbinale in Udupi district in the state of Karnataka. Kabbinale is a small village located in Karkala taluk of Udupi district, Karnataka. The average sex ratio of Kabbinale is 979, which is higher than Karnataka's state average of 973. This region has a literacy rate of 82.92%, which is higher than the state average of 75.36%. Kabbinale has a substantial population of scheduled tribes. This region was known for its Naxal activities. We saw remnants of this history in the form of wanted posters around the village. Part of the government strategy was to infuse funds into these areas, improve infrastructure, and create job opportunities to involve the villagers in positive economic contribution. This improved the standard of living and thereby improving the educational aspirations of this area.
They can get only primary education in this village. For high school, they have to go to Hebri for about 10 to 12 kilometers away from here. They have very rare bus facility. But still, now younger generation students are getting the education.
Today, the government school in Kabbinale boasts no dropouts, and all students pursue their higher education in nearby towns such as Hebri and Karkala. We dwell deeper into the socio-economic fabric of Kabbinale. Lately, due to the reduced Naxal activities in the region, the government grants have started drying up.
ಆದರೆ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಈಗ ಇವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಟ್ರೈಬಲ್ಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಂತ ಅವರು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಫಂಡ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ.
ಪ್ಯಾಕೇಜ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಟೈಮ್ ಇತ್ತು
We wanted to learn about the sources of income, the investment habits, and expenditure patterns of the residents of Kabbinale.
In this Kabbinale village, right now one cashew factory is running. So some of the people they are earning, and some women they are earning money by rolling beading. Yeah. Yeah, and some people they are daily wage workers. They are working in agricultural units. People, if they need any money for the marriage purpose or for their children educational purpose, they could not get it. But when this Grama Abhiruddhi Yojana, Dharmasthala Grama Abhiruddhi Yojana, it is a self-help group. From that group, now every week they are saving some money, and if they need any money, they can get the loan facility from this self-help group easily. Yeah. So now most of them are depending on the self-help group loan only, because they can get it very easily.
Self-help groups in Kabbinale formed a great part of its economic development. We asked a few important stakeholders how these groups benefit the village and the difficulty in procuring other forms of investments.
ಮತ್ತು ಸೇವಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಸೇವಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಕೆಲವು ಕಟ್ಟ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಾಲ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ.
Migration is another factor that changed the economic dynamics of the village. Money coming in from men who migrated to towns and cities in search of job opportunities was strengthening the village economics.
Nowadays, people migrate from Kabbinale to other places. Because for every facility they have to go to every or other places. Even for education and medical facilities, they have to go there. So the younger generation people, they are trying to stay at every only. In a family, 1 or 2 members staying here, remaining will go there.
To the city.
Yeah. Even younger generation people, those who got good education, they are moving outside.
The women folk who remain in Kabbinale work in cottage industries such as beedi, arecanut processing, honey extraction, and cashew processing centers. Some have created self-employment opportunities with the help of self-help groups and loans from the village panchayat.
ಹೆಂಗಸರು ಇದ್ದರೆ ಬೀಜ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ಬೀಜ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಲವರು ಬೀಡಿ ಕಟ್ತಾರೆ. ರೀಸೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಒಂದು 10-12 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಗೇರು ಬೀಜ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಮೊದಲು ಅಷ್ಟು ಗೇರು ಬೀಜ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಈಗ ಕೆಲವು ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ಇದೆ ಸೆಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಸಂಘಗಳು ಇದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಕೆಲವರು ಬೀಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬೀಜ.
Solar panels were introduced in this region nearly 10 years ago to bridge the energy crisis. Initial level of acceptance for solar panels was low, but over time, increased acceptance of this technology has boosted the productivity of women engaged in small-scale industries.
Yeah, solar panel, that is a facility given by the self-help group, that is Gramabhriddhi Yojana only. They have the loan facility for that solar, and they convince these people, you have the loan facility, you can purchase it. Because of that, most of them have installed that solar.
ಅಂದರೆ ಮುಲ್ಪ ಅಂದತೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಪ್ಪುಜಿ ಆ ಟೈಮ್ಲ ಎಂಗ್ಲ ಮಸ್ತ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಎನಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಎತ್ತು ಬರ್ತು ಹೋಗ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎತ್ತು ಹೊರದು ಬರ್ತು ನಂದು ಮಂತ್ರ ಆಪಿ ಅಂಜಾರು ಈ ಸೋಲಾರ್ ಎಡ್ಡೆ ಉಪ್ಪತ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಜೋಕ್ಲಕ್ಕೆ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಇಕ್ಲ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
Women in Kabbinale have gained much power in terms of earning and social status. We spent some time in Hebri to understand the purchase patterns of residents of Kabbinale by speaking to the owner of Ashwini Electronics. We were informed that almost everyone pays upfront by cash and women are actively involved in deciding the purchases. The demand for women-centric products in this area has increased exponentially in the past 5 years.
అయితే మొత్తం సేల్స్ ఎంత చూడండి కొండ ఫ్రెండ్ ఓన్లీ
ಸಾಧಾರಣ
ಟ್ರೈ ಮಂದಿರ ತುಂಬು
ಮಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಬಕ್ಕ ಮೂಲರು ಇಲ್ಲರು 6 ಕ್ರೀಮ್ಗಳು ಮಾತಾಡಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲವು ಕ್ರೀಮ್ಗಳು ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಲ್ಪೇರು ಅವು ಕಂಡ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಎಬ್ರಿ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಬೇಕು ದೀಪ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಎಂಕ್ಲು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಿ ಐಟಮ್ಗಳು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದು ಎಂಕ್ಲು ಸಾತಂಡು ಬೇಕ ಟೀಮ್ಗಳು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಐಟಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಷ್ಟವನ್ನ ಪೂರ ಪೌಡರ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತದಿಲ್ಲ ರೆಡಿಮೇಡ್ ಎಂಥವ್ರು ಪೂರ ಐಟಮ್ ಎಗ್ ಮಸಾಲೆ ಕೆಲವು ಮಾತ್ರ ಉಂಟು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ
The funds from government helped set up a primary healthcare center in Kabbinale which serves basic medical services to its 1,400 citizens.
Mobile medical facility is there, and also we have a primary healthcare center. Regularly we have a nurse there and one medical assistant.
But when the funds from government started decreasing and with the revelations from Kasturi Rangan report, healthcare was the first to take the hit. The clinic faced a roadblock in form of resource crunches.
Na facility ಆಡು ಇನ್ನಲ್ಲ ದಾಲ ಇಚ್ಚಿ ಬಂದು ಅವಳೊಂದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಎಂಕ್ಲ ಈ ಸೈಡ್ ಇರ್ದು ಆಡಕ್ಕೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಾಲ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬಕೀನ ಎಂಕ್ಲು ಪೋಡನ್ನು ಎಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಪೋಡು ಇನ್ನು ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಎಮರ್ಜೆನ್ಸಿ ಅಂಗಲ್ಲ ಎಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಪೋಡು.
Lack of availability of prescription medicines in Kabbinale is also a pain point for the villagers. Poor mobile connectivity also contributes to the downfall of healthcare facilities. Vital services such as ambulances cannot be accessed in case of an emergency.
ಒಂಜಿ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಒಂದು ಇಜ್ಜೆ ಮುಡ್ಕ ಫೋನ್ಗೆ ದಾಲ ಜಿಲೆಗೆ ಜಿಡ ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಬಾಕಿಲೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಪಂಡದಲ್ಲಿ ತಂಪೊಟ್ರು ಆ ಥರ
Kabbinale is a village which thrives on community support and works hard to improve the standard of living for its future generations. This village has the economy to support itself but faces a gap due to the lack of facilities within their reach. The village is facing a drought in government funding in the field of healthcare and other grants and training. This provides an interesting opportunity to create profitable business environment. Also, the migration of educated men and increasing decision and purchasing power of women gives an insight to the communication strategy and products required to tap this market. 3 areas where opportunities exist for companies to serve the residents and create sustainable businesses have been identified. First, Kabbinale is a growing market for products which are targeted at urban working women such as fairness creams, soaps, instant masalas, ready-made batter for idli and dosa, dishwashing powders and detergents. The upward sales trends of these products by women in Kabbinale indicate higher disposable income and decision authority for women. Expanding the product portfolio of such products that saves time and effort for women is the need of the hour. Secondly, the prevalence of self-help groups in these regions show a great opportunity for microfinance. The major drawback of the SHG loan system is the limit on the amount that can be borrowed, which is fixed from the time of inception of the group. Banks, being difficult to approach, creates a need for an alternate source of financing. Microfinance companies can fill this vacuum by allowing SHG groups to take loans on the basis of their financial performance in the existing process. Using documentation and verification used in the SHG registration can be used to simplify paperwork for loans. Lastly, the state of healthcare in the village is very poor. The primary health center is inactive and unable to meet the requirements for medicines and consultations. There is a need to supply prescription medicine to the village. Villagers visit the Hebri hospital for consultation, but the lack of easy access to medicines offers an opportunity to private players. By creating a hub and spoke model, pharmacies can deliver prescription medicine that are required in the case of diabetes and asthma to these villages on a periodic basis. The transportation can be done via the public transport, which is very well set up. Kabbinale is a self-sustaining village that thrives even after withdrawal of government support. Businesses have been growing and flourishing despite the various hurdles faced by this region. Still, Kabbinale is an under-penetrated market. The opportunities in markets such as Kabbinale are endless. It is up to the marketer to take up this challenge.